This is Caitlin, your host of the No Sleep for Dramas podcast, where we get no sleep and survive on coffee to watch just one more episode at night. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the No Sleep for Dramas podcast. Today we have a review for you guys. As we know, I have been writing the No Sleep for Dramas blog for almost 5 years now. 4 years and a couple months, which means I have a lot of reviews on the blog that I can put into podcast episodes. This is one of those episodes. I took a blog post of a drama that I really, really love and that I've mentioned in other podcast episodes, both mine as well as some other podcasts, like shout out to Tea and Soju and Daebak, especially like the drama trio episodes. I've mentioned this Chinese drama before. Now I want to do a review on it, mainly because I'm selfish and I want people to watch this drama, and I feel like a lot of people have not even heard of this drama because it's not the usual Chinese drama, I will say. And it also, when it first got made and premiered, it kind of catered to a specific audience. And I was that specific audience. This is the Chinese drama Hikaru No Go. It was made in 2020. And I think I wrote this review in 2021. I will be using my blog post review that's been up for about 3 years and making a podcast episode about it. And I definitely will explain why I'm the specific audience that this caters to when we get along into this review. I did have 2 separate blog posts with this drama. I have my final review as well as my first impressions. If you go into my blog and want to read about it, you have 2 different options when you want to watch or when you want to read about it if you choose to. But I will just be using my final review in this podcast episode. I won't refer to the first impressions at all. How does my reviews usually work? I'll introduce the drama, say a quick synopsis. I'll say my first impressions, no spoilers, overall review of it, and then I'll dive into what I loved about the drama as well as what I disliked about the drama. Spoiler alert, I didn't dislike much about this drama, so most of what I'll be talking about is things I loved. That's a little spoiler on what my review of this is going to be like. I'll also do a little introduction to this drama because, again, I kind of have only mentioned this drama in passing in other podcast episodes, so people might not even know who's in the drama per se. I'll introduce that as well. But overall, this actually took me a while to finish this drama. Hikaru No Go took a while for me to finish the drama, not because I had other dramas going on, but because I avoided finishing it. That's how much I loved this drama. I couldn't say goodbye to it, but I finally did, and I wrote a final review on it. Let's dive into that. This drama is a 2020 drama. It has 36 episodes. It aired from October 27th to November 26th, 2020. It's an IQIYI drama, and it aired on IQIYI. I think you can watch it. You can definitely still watch it on IQIYI. I think you can watch it on Amazon Prime in certain regions. I did not go and check Amazon Prime if it's on Amazon Prime in the US. I watched it on IQIYI when I watched it. So I think you can watch it on Amazon Prime in certain locations. The director of this drama is Liu Chang. He did shows like, what might you know? Dear Missy. That was a 2020 drama. His first drama was a youth drama called With You from 2016. The writer is Hota Yumi, who is actually a Japanese person. This was her only writing credit, apparently. And she's like the original creator. She's not the screenwriter. This was adapted into China, a Chinese thing. For the screenwriters, you have 3 of them. You have Liu Yang, who did Dear Missy, again, or My Huckleberry Friends and With You. You also have Zhao Yu Pao Mo, who also worked on With You and My Huckleberry Friends. And I'm sure Xu Yi Tian worked on Our Times from 2021. Those are the 3 screenwriters. In this drama, overall, you have 3 leads. They are all male. This is like a bromance drama. You have Hu Xianshu, who I have mentioned all over the place because I love him due to this drama. Me watching him in this drama has made me a lifelong fan. You might know him from dramas like Royu's Royal Love in the Palace. He was a support role in that. He was in Pegasus from this year. He has an upcoming drama called Undercover Auto Genius, which I talked about in a previous podcast episode before when I was talking about dramas that were coming out. What else? He was in Nirvana and Fire Season 2 in a support role. Let's see, anything else? Wandering Earth 2 and 3, he was in those movies. He was in a lot of stuff. Anyway, he plays Shi Guang, who I'll explain later. And then there's Hao Fu Shen. He plays Yu Lang. You might recognize him from Our Shiny Days, Bright Time from this year. He hasn't done like a ton of stuff, not as many as Hu Xiangshu, but he's done a lot, and I like him too. So he plays the other child of this drama. And then you have Zhang Chao, who plays the adult of this drama. And you might recognize, he's been in everything. You might recognize him from dramas such as, what has he been in? Dear Missy, as I said, Pride and Price, Be Your Own Light, Fry Me to the Moon from this year, Embrace Love from last year. What else? Prince of Tennis. He's known for that role, Prince of Tennis. Any movies that people might know him from? Not really. Okay. Those are like the 3 leads, and that's pretty much who we're going to be talking about in this review, really. But if you go, because the synopsis of this drama really is, you have Shi Guang, who is played by Hu Xiangshu, who is he finds an old Go board when he's 6 in his grandfather's attic, and when he touches it, he awakens the spirit of a Go master that's inside this board. And the Go master ghost person is played by Zhang Chao. And this Go master had dedicated his life to the game of Go, and he has to teach Shi Guang to play Go, and they have to beat a certain number of games to release and free this ghost from being attached to this Go board. And I can't remember how many games they have to, but basically Shi Guang grows up learning Go from this ghost, and eventually he enters a competition to play Go and plays Go for his school. And that's where he meets Hao Fu Shen's character Yu Long, who is a prodigy of Go and plays for a separate school. They kind of become rivals, but also friends at the same time. You can see it's a bromance thing. You have Shi Guang and the ghost being bromancy, but then you also have the 2 rivals having a bromance. Eventually, to release the ghost, apparently, they have to find what is called the divine move, all while playing in this competition and playing different people. And then once they play this divine move, he will be released and not trapped within this Go board. So you have friendships going on, you have competition, you have a bromance, you have youth drama, a lot of things in this drama that you might like. One of the reasons why that I wanted to watch this drama is actually based off of a anime slash manga that was extremely popular when I was younger, and I watched the anime when I was younger. I distinctly remember this anime. I've never read the manga, but I've watched the anime. I was really biased about this drama going into it, and I was really skeptical if they could pull it off because it's a live adaptation of an anime slash manga, and we know how touch and go that could be. But in my opinion, this is one of the best live adaptations I've ever watched in my life. Again, I might be biased by saying that because I loved it so much and I also love the anime so much, but it is one of the best live adaptations I've ever watched, hands down. Also, one of the best Chinese dramas I have ever watched, hands down. In my opinion, if you don't check this drama out and at least give it a try, you are really missing out. And who knew I would like fall in love with a Chinese drama about Go? Like, that is really what it's about. I mean, who knew you could build a drama or even a show in general around the game of Go and make it lovable and something you really become attached to and invested in. Those are my first impressions. I gave this drama a 10 out of 10. There really is nothing I did not like about this drama. Again, I might be biased because I like the anime so much, but there's really nothing I can pinpoint that I did not like. Even though I watched this drama in like 2020, 2021, I have some really distinct fond memories about this drama. The first thing I loved about this drama, the acting really stood out to me. Everybody stayed in character and really embodied the characters they were playing. The young actors in this drama were amazing. Hence why I say I love Hu Shu from this drama. I have a bunch of his dramas on my list I want to watch because his acting in this drama was really good. And the cast just had great chemistry. You had great bromances. You had great friendships. They seemed to work well together and just care about the production in general. The main leads, Hu Shu and Hao Fushen, their acting seemed really natural and effortless. Maybe it was because they were playing like more of a modern era. I wouldn't say this is 2020. It's more of, I don't really know. It was not 2020. It was because it was growing up a little bit. I don't really know what era, but I would say it was early 2000s or maybe 90s, but I don't think so. I'm not really sure. It's somewhat modern though, right? It's not a historical, you know? Their acting seemed natural and effortless and it fit well with their roles. I cannot picture these roles being played by another actor, no matter who we're talking about. There's a lot of talented actors in this drama. Not just the lead, a lot of the support roles as well. Another thing I loved about this is the characters and relationships, partly because the acting was good, but I will find it hard to believe that you do not fall in love with these characters and become invested in their relationships and their story. I cannot wait for some of you guys to watch this drama and then message me and tell me if you liked it or not, and who you liked, and how you felt about certain parts of this story. It is really hard not to fall in love with these characters and in love with the story. What I loved about this story, though, is it's told from Shiguan's perspective, but you also get the background story of a lot of the ensemble cast as well. This causes me, as the audience member, to care about all these characters, not just the three main characters I discussed, because it also shows how much Shiguan cared about these people. The fact that Shiguan cared about these characters, you become invested in these characters. Get what I'm no, because he's going through a competition. He's basically meeting a bunch of people, right? And through meeting these people and playing Go with them and having conversations conversations with them outside of the competition, you learn about these characters, and then they become friends, and then they start caring for each other. You really get the impression through this show that Shiguan affects everybody he meets throughout his lifetime, whether it's a good or a bad impression. Because this show follows him from when he's really young to when he's in middle school / high school. He meets a lot of people in that time period. These characters and relationships caused me to become invested in them, and also they have a lot of emotion wrapped up in these relationships because you get so invested in them. I literally cried. I cried nonstop. I kid you not. I cried nonstop for like the last 5 episodes of this drama because of what the characters were going through. Not just the main leads, but everybody. It was just acted so well. I could not help but cry my eyes out. Granted, I will say I cry very easily, but it's just, I cared so much about these characters and wanted them to have a happy ending and reach the goals they wanted to by the end that I cried for the last 5 episodes. This drama is carried by these characters. And relationships. It is carried by that. The story's good too, but you really see the relationships and the characters are a key part of the story and a key part of this drama. If you don't appreciate this drama for its well-rounded characters and their relationships, you won't love this drama as much as I do. And that's okay. But I'm just saying, you have to be invested in these characters and the relationships to love this drama. Another thing I loved about this drama is the OSTs. I still listen to the OSTs for this drama. It has been 3 years. I still listen to them on a regular basis. And I immediately think of Hikaru No Go because of it. They're memorable, impactful, they're really good, and the music plays a big part in the drama and affects those emotions you feel through the impact that the music has in this drama. Another thing I noticed and I liked, which I normally do, is the cinematography. Honestly, like, you wouldn't immediately think that a drama about Go set mostly in the modern era would have good cinematography, right? I would say this drama proves that wrong. First off, you get beautiful shots from when you get the side of Chuling and his story, the ghost. All of his scenes mostly are in historical era because he's from that time period, including his costume, and those scenes are gorgeous to watch. But what I think is really unique and really stands out in this is the cinematography during the Go games. The angles that the dramas do to depict the players and their thought process through this game and the board itself makes the cinematography of this drama a lot of fun to watch because it's unique to who's playing that game. The scenes that Chu Ying is playing Shiguan, the ghost is playing with the main lead. A unique thing of when Chu Ying is playing is because he's a ghost, you have this celestial setting. He's not in the real world per se when he plays Shiguan. That's a unique thing about that player. Whereas if Shiguan's playing a human in a competition, there would be a different setting. There'd be a different way the camera acts when he's playing. And I thought that was just really unique and really stood out because you could tell that every character was assigned a certain cinematography style or angle or something. It was unique to the person playing. Another thing is that I liked, another thing I liked about the drama is the production. The production of this drama was fantastic. Like, again, it's a story about Go, and it's a story based on an anime. Going into this drama, I was like, how could they pull this off? How will they pull this off? Not only it's an anime, a Japanese production, how are they going to take this story that is very well known and make it faithful to the source material, but also adapt it to the Chinese culture and the setting of that and make that believable? Not just, okay, we just smacked some Chinese culture onto it and there you go. Make it believable. Whereas the fans of the anime will still appreciate the drama, or somebody who has never seen the anime will still like the drama, you know? And there's not like a weird mix. They did that so well. You could tell the people who made this drama cared about what they were doing. They cared about the story, where they wanted to stay authentic to what was already made in the source material, but they also wanted to show Chinese culture. They wanted to have it uniquely Chinese. And that also went into how the drama looked and how genuine they played these relationships and built the backstories for these characters to make sure it reflected the Chinese culture and the time period or the place that they were in. I thought the drama, like the team behind this drama, did a really good job making this drama look like it was always supposed to be made in China and was made to be a Chinese drama, and it wasn't just a live adaptation of an anime. As a fan of the anime, I could see the influence of the source material. I could see where you would still have that connection to the anime and to the source material, but I could tell that the production put a twist on certain things or changed certain things because it didn't exist in Chinese culture. And I was really appreciative of that because I was really worried that this would either completely stray from the source material altogether. And then I'd be like, well, why is this named Hikaru No Go? It has no resemblance of that anime or manga. Why even do it? But I also didn't just want the anime manga slapped into a Chinese drama. I think they mixed both of those sides really well together and also made it uniquely their own. So it did stand out as its own drama and as its own product. And I found that that's really hard to do, in my opinion. That's really hard to do to satisfy somebody who has watched the anime or read the manga and still produce a Chinese drama that's distinctly Chinese, but also caters to the people who are fans of the anime or the manga. I'm really happy how this turned out. I'm very happy how it turned out. It's high quality. It's a well done drama. You could just tell the production cared about the product they were making. The other thing that stood out for me is my investment in this drama. I was very invested when I first watched it. I remember when this was announced, and I was like, oh my god, they're making a drama. And again, I am biased. Huge fan of the anime growing up. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to pull this off because at the time that this came out, there were not good live adaptations. I had not seen a good one. And I remember saying something on social media, and a lot of people agreed with me. They're like, what? How is this going to be a Chinese drama? How is that going to happen? The anime is like 30 plus years old. The anime is old. It's been around for like 30 something years. It's been a while with no reboots or anything like that. I kind of went into this drama like really cautious because I didn't want to mar my memory of the anime, but also wanted to be objective and didn't just want to throw this drama under the bus because I liked the anime and was biased towards the anime. But it's really hard to do. But the fact that I was very invested in this drama and I needed all of these characters to have a happy ending and to achieve what they wanted to do in life by the end, that's a good sign that I was enjoying this drama as I was watching it. I cared about these characters and what happened to them. And it's not just the leads. Again, it's even the ensemble cast. I wanted to see how everybody's stories played out. And to have that happen, even with supporting cast members, speaks a lot about the story and how the writers masterfully wrote this drama. And the fact that I cared a lot about a bunch of these characters. I mean, you can't help but root for these people. You cannot help but root for these kids who are playing Go and are playing Go for various reasons. maybe to get out of a bad home life, or maybe to prove that they can do something when somebody else says they can't, or maybe to live up to the pressure of being good at everything. Every character who played Go and was involved in this competition had a backstory. So you got invested. You cried when they did, you cheered when they won, you were disappointed when they didn't win, all kinds of stuff. And I didn't see that coming. I did not see how invested I was going to get in this drama when I clicked play. And I also that's probably why it took me so long to finish this. I did not want to say goodbye to it. I didn't want to say goodbye to this drama. I didn't want to say goodbye to the characters. If I become that invested in a drama, that's a good thing. That means it's an excellent drama that kept my attention and got me to care about everybody. That takes a lot. Takes a lot for a drama to do that for me. Another thing I'm going to talk about, again, this might be a shorter review, but the last thing I'm going to talk about and mention is the story of Hikaru No Go. You got this beautiful story of growth and friendship and relationships, and obviously the game of Go. I thought it was well told and well constructed. You didn't really stick in one place for too long or with one character for longer than it needed to be there. They didn't linger about something. It also transitioned well because this drama went over many, many years of certain characters' lives. As these characters grew up, it didn't seem like they were forcing something. They didn't force a relationship, or they didn't force the end of a relationship. It kind of just grew as the character grew. And so you got a well-rounded story that got the points across that you wanted and needed from the drama. Because you're so invested in these characters, you also become engrossed in the game of Go that they are playing. Like, somehow this drama made these Go games nerve-wracking. I remember, and it was the same with the anime too. You would watch these episodes with multiple of these characters, and because you're so invested in them, you would just be on the edge of your seat wanting them to win or get out of a tight spot that they got in this game. They were really nerve-wracking because I honestly wasn't certain if a certain character was going to win the game or not. And if they didn't win, they would be out of the competition. It was incredible what this drama did to make these Go games nerve-wracking. I will say one thing that I kind of disliked about this drama is I would have liked the ending to be constructed differently. You have a major character exit the drama too early, in my opinion, and didn't really get the proper goodbye that I wanted. And I saw why this character needed to leave, but I felt it could have been done like closer to the end of the drama and not when it happened in the drama. It left the last couple episodes a little messy with the relationship because the main character was so affected by this character leaving, because the main character was then dealing with the fallout of that. Well, actually, multiple main characters were dealing with the fallout. It's weird too, because I knew this character was going to leave. Like, it happened in the anime too. So I don't really remember if it happened the exact same way or the exact same time that it did in the drama, but I felt like they could have structured that a little differently. But I also did not like their exit because I was crying so much because of it. That was also maybe the reason why too, because everybody else was crying due to him leaving. It wasn't just I was crying because every other character was crying because this character exited the show. It was like, oh my god, I'm crying for the last 5 episodes of this show because this one character left, and now all these other characters are crying and depressed. So maybe that's why I did not like that. But overall, like, this review really is going to be kind of short because there's really nothing bad I can say about this drama. I mean, I can gush about it all day, but I also don't want to reveal spoilers or anything. I want you guys to go into this drama blind. I really do, because I think that's the best way you can go into this drama. Obviously, I told you the story. Obviously, I told you the setup. Kid plays Go to release a ghost from a board game. He plays other people, gains friends. These other friends gain other friends. Like, it's interesting because it's a youth drama wrapped into a supernatural sports drama at the same time. It's weird. Like, it crosses different genres. But I think if you like supernatural, if you like youth dramas, if you like sports dramas, you will definitely like this Chinese drama. I think it has a lot of I think it's a type of drama that spans different genres that will cater to different audiences. And the reason why I'm doing a review on this, for two reasons. I have not found this drama on any other streaming site than IQIYI, and I'm well aware people might not have IQIYI. People might just have Viki, or might just have Amazon Prime or Disney Plus or whatever. I'm well aware that this drama might not be widely accessible for other people. MDL does say that it is on Amazon Prime. I don't know. I did not check. I watched this on IQIYI. So if you have access to IQIYI, definitely go watch this, please. But that's the reason why I'm doing a review on it, because I want people to, if you have IQIYI, to check this drama out. I also think it kind of just flew under the radar. I don't know what else was airing at the time. I can't remember. I distinctly remember that I watched this during Christmas. So I think maybe people were just busy with the holidays or were watching other shows. I don't really remember. Like, maybe Squid Game even happened during this. I'm not sure, but it probably was a mix of all of those. It probably flew under the radar for a lot of people. And then thirdly, the reason why I did a review of this is because I have two more reasons. One, if you aren't a huge watcher of Chinese dramas, there's not a lot of big name actors in this. Maybe you might not have watched it because you don't have a lot of big name famous people in it. You will recognize people. If you watch this drama and you've watched a lot of Chinese dramas, you will recognize people. But it's not like it has CDRAMA in it or something, you know? It has a quieter cast than what you might see from other dramas that have CDRAMA or Yang Yang in it or something. People might have skipped it because they might not have known anybody in the cast or something. But also, again, who would have thought a drama was this good about the game of Go? You might read the synopsis and say, it's about the game of Go. How could that be very exciting, you know? Overall, this drama is one of the best Chinese dramas I've ever watched. It is one of my favorites, and it is one of my all-time favorite Chinese dramas. I'm so happy that I took the chance and clicked play on this, even though I was worried that I was going to be biased about it. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I think this is a really unique drama that shows the uniqueness you can get in a Chinese drama sometimes that is not cookie cutter. And honestly, I'm still just doing this review because I need more people to watch this. I need more people to appreciate this drama and become invested in this story and these characters and love this as much as me. I think this is a really special drama that stands out because of its characters and relationships within this drama. And it left quite an impression on me, and I really hope by people listening to this review and watching this drama that it will leave an impression on you. And then you will understand why I'm gushing about this drama and I need more people to watch it. Me just saying this review, I want to go rewatch this drama because I love it so much. I really should rewatch it. I haven't rewatched it. I haven't watched it since 2021 when I finished it. But anyway, that is my review of the Chinese drama Hikaru No Go. If you want to read my review on it, it is up on the blog. I have had a blog post up there about this review, but now you have it in podcast version. Please go watch this. Please message me if you have seen this or if you go and watch it. I need more people to watch it. I really, really do. And I know this is a shorter review, but again, I really do not want to spoil anything about this as much as possible because I want people's impression of it. And I don't want to say who wins or who has to quit or who leaves or whatever. I don't want to give spoilers because I want people to go into this drama knowing as little as possible and really getting that sense of what I got when I first watched this drama, because I really didn't know what to expect. And I kind of want people to have that same feeling and then come out the other side and really understand what I'm talking about. And I feel like if you are spoiled on this drama, that's not going to be the same. And now I'm kind of trying not to not to end this review. I'm trying to think of other things I can say to get people to watch this show. Because I really, really, really want people to watch this drama. It is so good and just, in my opinion, really underrated because not a lot of people have watched this. I think, according to MDL, only 3,455 people have rated this. And it has 72 reviews. Compared to, like, some of the bigger dramas, I'm sure, like, I don't know, Word of Honor or something. I'm sure Word of Honor has 5 times that many people. I mean, let me look that up now. I want to see. Yeah, Word of Honor has been rated by 21,000 and has 43,000 number of watchers, while Hikaru No Go has about 10,000 watchers. I need more people to watch this, really. I really do, which is why I'm doing a review. Anyway, I'm ending this review now. That is my review of the Chinese drama Hikaru No Go. I guess that's why I have this podcast and the blog, is I talk about dramas I love and I think other people should watch. And if you go and watch this drama, please just message me and tell me that you did and what you think of it. But I guess that's why I have the podcast and the blog, is to tell people about dramas I love, that I see that deserve a review and deserve more people to watch it. Maybe considered underrated in my opinion, maybe not, I don't know. But that's my review of Hikaru No Go. I hope you like this review. I hope I wasn't too rambly in it. If you do go and watch this drama, please message me. Please comment. If you have already watched this drama, please comment. Let me know what you think. Thank you for listening to another episode of No Sleep for Dramas and this review. Bye. If you want to continue the conversations about dramas that were started in this episode, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter under the username NoSleep4Dramas. That is NoSleep, the number 4, dramas, just like in the title of the podcast. This podcast is also an expansion of my blog, so you can visit my blog at www.NoSleep4Dramas.com, the number 4 dramas.com, and find multiple years of blog posts already available at your fingertips. All links are in the description of this episode. This has been an episode of the No Sleep for Dramas podcast, and I am your host, Caitlin. I will see you here next time, and I hope you get no sleep chasing the next episode just like me. Good night.